What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, with my co-hosts, as always, John, Luke, and Jeff. Sorry,
I said that right as I was taking a drink.
I was drinking a drink too. That's messed up,
My co-host, Jeff.
well, I mentioned yesterday that sometimes people, my clients, so at least one of them likes to call me Jeff, and Simon thought it was pretty funny coming in today. I guess calling me Jeff, huh?
It is pretty funny.
Are we in different spots? I guess we are. I feel like normally I'm over where JL is.
Yeah,
I think
fixed.
JL, you are.
There we go.
Now it's all right.
The order is usually determined by the order with which we log into the stream.
In the stream,
So
right.
JL is almost always the last one to log into the stream, which is why he's down on the bottom. And Josh is
You're on the bottom. What are you talking about?
Right now. I'm on the bottom.
Loser.
Josh is always the first one in there for the most part. So he's up there on the top left.
I'm sitting around doing stuff, working downstairs, and I'm like, I always just like having it. I was just like having it set up and ready to go, and I hate watching myself talk.
Jeff, the spotlight's on you.
It's all you, Jeff.
How's this swamp? Is this
John.
better? Big
is
screen,
Speaking of Josh.
Big screen Jeff. You should change your name to FYF Jeff.
I'm fine with that.
kind of rhymes.
The double F.
We got to bring someone on the team that's FYF Jeff. They could be Jeff YF. Oh my gosh.
Jeff YF.
Jeff YF. Just capitalize the last F in Jeff.
Perfect.
Jeff for president.
I'm willing to be this Jeff if you want to. I really
We'll get the
going
paperwork.
off the wall.
Isn't it?
We'll get the paperwork underway to name you Jeff. Also, guys,
Change your name legally.
can we change it to Jeff YF? Jeff YF Fuster, Jeff YFF.
Why don't we just change our whole thing? Just how about Front Yard Jeff? Or while we're at it, I don't know.
Front Yard Jeff.
Or Jeff.
That would be FYJ, Jeff. Come on.
Don't think about
Front
it.
Yard Jeff. Perfect. I'm glad we got
What's up,
that.
Swamp?
You guys are
Who
seeing the inner workings of the business. These are the types of conversations that we have.
That's pretty much how they actually go.
FY Jeff.
FY Jeff. That's where we're going. The official announcement will be later this week. Guys, I know I'm supposed to pay out on a water bet today, but
Are you gonna chicken out again?
I'm not chickening out. It is raining here, which would limit the shockingness of being covered in water because I'd already be wet.
No, go do it.
No, because I
It would make it better.
tomorrow. But
I need it to be glorious, and I don't want to
We want it to be glorious
in the freaking rain where it's already going to be getting me wet. Because then you'll be like, "Oh, Simon just stood outside in the rain for 5 minutes and
Well,
called."
now I'm like, oh, Simon just keeps pushing it off every single day until we forget about
Okay,
it.
I reminded you. You didn't remind me. I'm sitting here remembering. I'm trying to make this beautiful. Swamp set the bar high. I know you already said Houdat, but let's get him another one. So I'm really trying to top my water bucket water bet. I'm not sure I can top it, but I want to at least do justice to it. Maria said cop out. Yeah, whatever.
Cop out. See?
Cop out.
Man.
It's not a cop out. It's the
It's
truth.
a cop out.
It's the truth. I can show you the weather.
That makes it even better if it's raining.
What?
Yeah, because then you're getting double wet.
Yeah, but then it's not as shocking. It's not from dry and sunny to soaking wet.
That is not a thing. You're making that up.
Okay, well, the shower wasn't good enough. I assumed being in the rain wouldn't be good enough. So we'll see if I can ever meet your expectations.
You're never going to be good enough, Simon. You're never going to be good enough.
There's only one.
Mom says nothing wrong with double wet.
Nothing wrong with double wet.
That's what I always say.
Today, guys, I know you guys know, but for everyone watching, and if you've read the title, you probably know as well. But we are playing another round of poll perception. Joshua is going to be leading the charge.
Yep.
He's going to be hosting. Jeff is going to be hosting poll perception today. He found some good Jeff polls. Hopefully,
Jeff,
big enough sample and size for JL. Oh, you guys just reminded me. I left my drink in the living room. I'm gonna have to go get it in a second.
No one needs a drink.
Double wet and Drew
Stick your
Brees
tongue
noodle
outside and
position.
just drink the rain, Simon.
You're right. I'll just dump my soda on my head. How about that? Is that good enough for you guys?
Yep.
While sitting here at my desk.
Way better, yeah. Like
We didn't make a Diet Coke bet though. We made a water bet.
basically the same.
And I know you guys aren't going to agree to a water bet until I pay mine out. which is tomorrow. But tomorrow I've got a proposition because it seems like we have a bit of a disagreement on one of the games this weekend, right?
You're talking about the Bills and Chiefs, I believe.
I am talking about the Bills and Chiefs.
Yes, I think we all agree that we believe the Packers are going to beat the Bucks. It's going to be a good game, in my opinion, but I do think the Packers are going to pull that one.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. We'll give our official predictions tomorrow, but just a little teaser. I have a feeling we'll have a disagreement on the Bills Chiefs, and if you guys are down for another water bet on that one,
You're
I
on
am
Bills?
in. Yeah, I think the Bills. I think the Bills are going to pull it. Pull it.
Pull it.
Pull it.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the Chiefs actually. Patrick Mahomes plays 100% picking the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes doesn't play. I don't know, man. Still might go with the Chiefs
Today, and Mahomes took snaps in practice and feels good. Whatever that is.
He'll be playing.
I didn't even know he could snap.
God damn.
Oh, Swamp says the Bills and the Bucks are going to win. A Bills-Bucks Super Bowl.
Double upset.
That would be wild.
Bills Bucks
That's
Super Bowl
ugly.
would be so bad.
Yeah. It would.
sad.
I mean, there's a lot to talk about. You got Tom Brady, you got Josh Allen, you got the blah blah blah. You know,
Sean McDermott.
The Bucks have like never, Super Bowl and
They won one
Bills
Super
never-
Bowl. The Bucks.
Yeah,
won
but
one
they
Super Bowl.
that doesn't count.
It's the only thing. Truly, it is the only thing making them probably not the worst franchise in NFL history. Like their overall history record is abysmal, but they've got a Super Bowl in there, so they beat out teams like the Browns, the Jags, because they've won a freaking Super Bowl.
When did they get a Super Bowl?
I forget the
90s,
year.
Probably
2003.
no 2000. I should have said it. They had Warren Sapp that year, I think. I might be wrong.
They had a couple
I look
football players
dumb.
on that team that
I
year.
might look dumb.
For being
Probably
honest,
against
I was
Oakland.
not quite following football yet in 2003.
Me either.
In
I
the
was 9 years old.
in the third grade, I grew up in a household that didn't love football, so it took a minute for my football
European.
love to develop. Yeah, a little too European in my household. Just soccer, and what's another European sport? Nordic mud wrestling. Those are the two things we grew up watching. Josh is frozen. Sorry, Jeff is frozen,
Jeff. It's got
or
a
very still.
got a very.
Yep, I froze. I froze. You guys froze on my screens, but
Come on in, Jeff.
I guess I froze for your screen. I was saying other European sports like rugby and cricket, though.
Never heard of it.
Okay, never
I
mind.
guess I
never
wouldn't
mind.
immediately think of those as European. I would think of like cricket more. Like I associate that with, I don't know, like South Asia. I feel like cricket's
India.
really big in like
India.
Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and then like rugby I more associate with like Australia, New Zealand, South Africa,
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Josh, do your best New Zealand accent.
I can't do a New Zealand accent. I think that was a mixture of New Zealand and like Texas
Put another shrimp on the
South
booby.
Carolina,
That's
Georgia,
I just changed the words a little bit. I think if you just say, I don't know.
the Bobby.
I honestly don't. Now let's hear.
I'm not good at accents, man.
Every time I hear someone ask me to do an accent, I think of that Vine where they ask the girl to do a Jamaican accent. Do you remember that? And she just looks at the camera. She's like on a TV show. They're playing an accent game, and she just goes, "Belegde," like just panics and just says "Belegde." If you turn on any Vine compilation on YouTube, it'll be in there 100% guaranteed.
That's funny.
Swamp wants to hear Josh do his best voice impression of a fictional character.
I saw that comment pop up, and I was like, "God, oh God, Josh, think." And you posted it up there and put me on the spot. No, I don't know.
How about the Pillsbury Doughboy?
Woohoo!
Okay, pretty good, Josh. That was pretty good. If you guys are ready, I think we should dive into our game of
Dive in.
I'm going to change my wording. I think we should get
Dip our
going.
toes in. They're all pool
We're
related.
gonna dip in. We're gonna get right in there. We're gonna fall in. We're gonna
The lifeguard's
Jump
off duty. It's time for free swim.
slide in.
They're all
run
swimming
in.
related.
Really, any verb I think works.
Hop on your pool noodle and let's get started.
All right.
Nice.
Well, I got some
Nailed it.
great polls for you guys today, guys.
Cannon in.
Cannon in.
Oh yeah.
FY
Gannon.
Jack.
Let's get wet. That's what we got to say. That's perfect. Okay, boys, let's get wet. Josh, I'm passing the ball to you.
How are we saying it?
Let's get wet. That's how you start a game from now on.
Let's get wet. Let's get wet. Let's
Get wet. Oh, as soon as I die.
All right. Digress a little bit real fast, guys. What's up?
I'm ready for poll perception. For those, sorry, I keep forgetting I should explain the rules. Josh, I know you always forget. And for those who haven't watched us play poll perception before, how this is going to work is Josh, this time, he's the host, found 5 polls on Twitter, Reddit, Poll Sports, wherever he found them. What he's going to do is he's going to ask me or JL what percentage of people chose a certain side of this trade. So let's say it was DeAndre Hopkins versus Saquon Barkley. He'll say, what percentage of people chose DeAndre Hopkins in this trade? JL will give his guess. He'd probably guess 1,000,000%. I'll guess whether I think the actual answer is over or under JL's guess. JL gets points the closer he is to the actual percentage, and I'll get points for correctly guessing the over-under. We'll do 4 rounds like that, alternating back and forth who's guessing the percentage. And then in the 5th round, we will both guess percentage by writing it down on a piece of paper, and whoever's closer gets 5 points. Unless they nail it right on the head, and then they'll get 10.
I hope you guys are ready for some great polls that I found.
Oh, boy.
I'm a little nervous.
It can't be worse than Simon.
No one's gonna like these. No, I'm joking. They're pretty straightforward. I will tell you they are relatively dynasty themed.
That makes sense. Oh, it is
Simon, we want you back. Come on back. All right,
I was gonna be the omnipotent contestant.
So, I mean,
Is it omnipotent or is it omnipotent?
Omnipotent. It's not omnipotent. Omnipotent.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that sounds really wrong. Omnipotent.
Omniscient.
Omniscient.
I get the omnipotent being a word for some reason. So look, this is a quarter. It is from the year. Hold on, I can't even see it. It's 2001.
Are we a coin collecting podcast now?
Yes, this is a beautiful quarter from 2001, North Carolina. JL, I want you to call heads or tails. Whoever, if you're correct, you will go first. If you're not, Simon will go first.
All right, let's get wet. I'm going heads.
All right, heads. It is tails. Tails.
So I'm going
Simon, go first. All right, Simon, you ready for the first poll that I found?
Let's do it.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I think that's a great chance.
Swamp says I'm chanting "Let's get wet" at the next sports event. That's perfect. Let's get swampy.
I really do like it. Let's get swampy. That's anyway. Okay. The first question: in a 12-team Superflex PPR Dynasty League, who would you rather have? Side A, Jonathan Taylor, or Side B, Trevor Lawrence? What percentage of people chose Side A in this poll?
I think it's clear what side people are going to choose. Like very clear that people are going to fall on the Trevor Lawrence side of this trade. I just don't know by how much, because people do love Jonathan Taylor in the dynasty community. I even see some takes putting him as the dynasty RB1. Like not some, like quite a few. There are people that view him that way. And I think the community as a whole probably views him as a top 3 dynasty running back. If you like averaged it out, I think that's where he would probably land. But if you look at Superflex rookie drafts, running backs are never the first pick. It's always quarterback. And that's even whenever there's not a guy like Trevor Lawrence. The quarterback goes first. That position is so valuable in a Superflex Dynasty League. Trevor Lawrence is considered a generational talent. People are super excited about him. I think it's going to be pretty heavily on the Trevor Lawrence side. I'm going to go 79%. Oh, wait, no. 21% chose the Jonathan Taylor side.
Wow.
All right. So Simon thinks that 21% of people would side with Jonathan Taylor over Trevor Lawrence. So he thinks that Trevor Lawrence would be the preferred option here.
How many votes?
What do you think, JL? How many votes? There were 296 votes total.
296 votes.
I'm gonna go higher.
You're going to say that more people chose Jonathan Taylor?
Well, more than 21%. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I forgot when you're hosting this, you kind of have to keep track of what people guessed, huh?
Yeah.
So Simon says 21% and JL is saying higher. All right, guys. All right, guys.
The dingbat.
I am.
Well, in a 12-team Superflex PPR Dynasty League, the amount of people that chose Jonathan Taylor was 46% of people. 46%, 54%.
I was thinking like a startup,
Lawrence.
like a startup draft. That most people are going to take JT before the 101.
So you made the point where, in a rookie draft, in a super flex, the quarterbacks are going to be drafted higher. Absolutely. I agree. In this case, though, we have a rookie who's proven it in the NFL in Jonathan Taylor and proven it and more than proven to be maybe an elite option. So I think that's probably where the mid ground comes in.
I think it could be also because you're stupid. But I'm not positive.
48%.
Wow, Swamp. Great
Yeah.
guess. Great guess.
Oh,
That's all right. Great.
Nice
Wow,
guess, Swamp.
Good job.
Oh shoot. Well, I got 0 points for that, and Jail got what, 2?
Oh yeah.
Dale got 2 points, and
Who's the dingbat now? Dingbat.
Josh, do you want me to do the scoreboard?
probably do that if you would like. I
Okay.
just got to create a new folder.
I can do the scoreboard. No worries.
Okay, you got it. You got it, man.
I'll just cheat a little bit.
You got more experience. Yeah, just don't cheat. Exactly. Well, good job on that first one there, JL. You seem pretty confident with that over. So
Thank you, Jeff.
seem
Thank you.
Yeah. So you made a great point. I didn't think about that. If you think of a startup draft, yeah, you're probably going to see Jonathan Taylor go before Trevor Lawrence, but still Trevor Lawrence got more of the votes.
Yeah, no, it's a good point.
I'm not convinced in a startup draft that Jonathan Taylor would go before Trevor Lawrence.
The ones I've seen, he has been, but
50-50 probably. I mean, I think this is showing it pretty good.
yeah.
I think I would take Trevor Lawrence before Jonathan Taylor in a startup draft. Maybe that's a hot take, but I don't think so.
But
Now,
really,
here's my question, Simon. What other quarterbacks are you taking Trevor Lawrence over?
Quite a few.
I-
I'm not taking him. I can name the ones I'm not taking him
I guess,
over.
yeah, that's why I
a
meant
lot
to ask.
more than the
Who you
ones.
who you
I-
taking over Trevor Lawrence?
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert.
Give me Lawrence over Herbert.
That might be it. Like that Deshaun Watson. Sorry. I'll take those 5 guys over Trevor Lawrence. But real close behind is that tier of like Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow. I'll put in that next tier. But I think Trevor Lawrence is right there at 6.
And I think that's going to put him pretty close to Jonathan Taylor in a startup. Maybe a little before, maybe a little behind. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
you're right. It's probably similar value. I should have thought of it in those terms whenever I was guessing.
I didn't think about that until JL brought it up. So it's a great point, JL.
Yeah. Sean says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Sean?"
That
So did
is
you watch
awesome.
the most recent Footballers podcast? They gave the whole thing about how many syllables are in squirrel. Made me think of you jabronis and William Shenanigans. Squirrel.
That is crazy.
It's one
Squirrel
syllable.
is such a weird one.
Squirrel. I could see how someone would say 2, but it's 1.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Are you sure, Simon? It's not squirrel 3. Squirrel.
Squirrel. It actually is derived from the same word as squire because squirrels were nobility at one point. They were considered nobility in medieval Poland. They had an honorary squirrel squire, and so that's where the word is derived from.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys knew that.
Fun fact.
It's also a lie.
Google says 2. Google says 2. No.
Squirrel.
I can say
Squirrel.
whatever.
Okay,
Who
let's
knows?
move on. I don't want to have another syllables
No,
debate
we-
today.
we
That's
should
for
not.
Fridays only.
We're moving on to the next question.
1 second. I have something very important to do.
Okay, yeah, no, you take
It
care
is
of your very
it is
important thing to do. Also, Oh man, we really got to stop talking about squirrels.
We
But
gotta stop
Matt-
talking about squirrel.
Matt, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Oh, that's not Matt.
That's Matt.
Doing great.
We are killing it on this Wednesday.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Oh yeah, true. Would you take? I think Simon's been down Lamar Jackson, so I could see that being intentional.
Yeah, I would take Trevor Lawrence over Lamar Jackson. That was definitely on purpose. I did forget to mention, I'll put him in that next tier with Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Joe Burrow. And that's probably where my like tier 1 and tier 2 of quarterbacks end is in that tier.
I might be a little biased. I'm leaving Lamar Jackson in that first tier.
Yeah,
Over
I think I would
Trevor
too.
Lawrence.
In a dynasty league,
It's probably same spot.
yeah. If we were doing a startup, it would be hard for me to draft Trevor Lawrence over Lamar Jackson.
I get that.
Especially not
Um,
knowing where he's gonna go.
I think I'm low. We know where he's going to go. He's going to go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, he will.
Hmm?
But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, on that note, I saw someone post today. It was pure conjecture, no substance behind it, but I thought it was interesting. It was a theory about a Deshaun Watson trade that they would trade him to the Jets in some sort of package, including the number 2 overall pick, and draft Justin Fields. Send Deshaun Watson to the Jets.
That wasn't conjecture. That was Ian Rappaport mentioned.
Oh,
that.
did
Like,
Rappaport see? I saw
over
somebody
the weekend,
random.
He said it was likely, or he said if anyone should not that it was like he said if anyone should be hitting the Texans up for a trade, it should be the Jets with their number 2 overall pick, and they still have their 26 overall, I think,
Absolutely.
23rd
Okay.
overall.
I didn't see that. I just saw some random account say there's nothing to back this up, but what if? So I guess maybe they got that from Rappaport, or maybe Rappaport stole it from them. But
I also heard some rumors about another potential spot, which I would absolutely hate, and that would be the Steelers.
oh
Ugh.
God, no! Please, dear
God.
God.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to do that to you, Simon, but
I hope it happens now.
that would be so horrible.
That would be so sad. I love Deshaun Watson so much.
Oh man, but Lamar, Deshaun facing each other again.
Baker. You
I
got
mean,
That would be one hell of a quarterback division with these
I
young
guess
quarterbacks.
most of the people listening probably don't remember, like at least the Clemson people remember this, but in college it was like every year, at least the 2 years, whenever they faced off, it was a close game. And then Lamar took the Heisman from Deshaun unfairly.
He deserved
He had one hell of a season. I think Deshaun's the better quarterback, but Lamar Jackson was unbelievable that year.
Lamar Jackson.
I do think Deshaun Watson, I think it's a shame that he didn't get a Heisman in his college career, but I can't say that he deserved it over Lamar Jackson that year.
Josh, don't you dare.
Yeah, Josh, don't speak that into existence.
I don't want it to happen, but man, does it make sense? Because
From
he would
a,
be there, I'm sure.
from a fantasy perspective, Deshaun Watson in that Pittsburgh offense would be unbelievable.
Terrifying. It would be such a
Oh
good
my
team.
gosh, can you imagine him in that offense? It would be awesome, especially if they can get a running back.
They have a great defense.
Yeah, they have.
a very good defense.
Sean says on CBS HQ this morning they were talking about the Colts trading their first round pick to the Lions for Matthew Stafford because the Colts are in win now mode. Stafford is def better than P. River. Oh, I would love that for Matthew Stafford.
No doubt.
I would truly love to see Matthew Stafford on the Colts. I really like
good
it.
for Jonathan Taylor, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Just to have someone that can spread the field and the defense has to back up and worry about, I think it will open a lot of holes for Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then watch out for Matthew Stafford as a late round quarterback next year if that happens. He should be pretty damn good in the Colts offense.
Yeah, I agree. They have a lot of weapons.
Swamp said he also heard of a trade of Deshaun to Dolphin.
I heard that too.
Of Deshaun to Dolphin and Tua to Texans. Deshaun is becoming a Dolphin. For some reason, without the S on there, it sounds really funny. A trade of Deshaun to Dolphin. It sounds like you're like transforming him into the animal.
You should give your dolphin impersonation. You and Leanne should do it.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Pretty good, right?
That was too much.
That was pretty good.
I did not expect that coming at me. Wow. Anyway, Swamp says,
Speaking of Dolphins, Tim says, please, he would
Yeah.
love that if Deshaun went to the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Swamp asks if Stafford goes to the Colts, does his fantasy value go up or stay the same? I up for sure for me.
I agree.
Up.
I agree. Okay. Now that we've tackled that and I've made a dolphin noise, we should probably move on to the next question.
Okay, yeah.
A dolphin mates with a sheep to produce that. A dolphin does nothing of the sort.
Wait, isn't there like in Big Mouth? Isn't there like a sheep dolphin like baby hybrid thing?
There,
I think there is.
it's like a dolphin poodle, I think.
Yeah, it is.
A doodle?
It's called something like that. Anyway, back to football real fast.
Like
I'm
Jail's
gonna-
voice.
Yeah, move on to the next question.
Okay, we're all about animal mashups. Let's get wet.
So, JL, I believe this one's for you. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I
believe
you're right.
All right. In a Dynasty Superflex PPR league, who would you rather have? Side A, Zeke and Hurts, or side B, the 2021, assuming 103, 105, 209. What percentage of people chose side A?
Superflex PPR Dynasty. Zeke and Hurts. Okay.
We have an important update. It's a Dolfoodle.
Dog food, is that what it's called?
103, 105, 209. Interesting. So 103 definitely is going to be far more valuable.
His name was Kevin.
Name was
Kevin, yeah, Kevin, you know
Kevin.
him.
Kevin the Dolfoodle.
All right, I'm going to go with 50. I'm going to go with 53%.
You are saying that 53% of people prefer Zeke and Hurts over the 103, 105, and 209.
Yeah.
53%. Okay, I got to write it down.
You put me in a precarious position, Jeff Luke. I think it's around there, but I'm going to go with my gut. I actually think more people are going to choose the pick side because of the time of year where we're at. We're getting to the point where like the hype is going through the roof for a lot of these rookies. The 103 and the 105, that's two top 5 picks. Zeke's value is lower now than it has been in past seasons. You're probably not getting Lawrence or Fields with that pick, but you can get your pick of the running backs, ETN, Hubbard, Harris, whoever you want there. I don't know why I included Hubbard in that group. ETN, Harris. Those are the two you're going to be picking from most likely, unless there's a crazy landing spot for someone like Sermon or Hubbard. Then you can grab the other guy at the 105. I don't know. Maybe Jamar Chase. I just think the rookie hype is getting out of control. I think it's going to be lower than what JL said. I think less than 53% of people are going to choose side A.
All right. Simon is going with the under. He is saying that less than 53% of people chose Zeke and Hurts here. Okay. In a Dynasty Superflex PPR league, which side would people rather have? Well, the amount of people that chose Zeke and Hurts is 26%. Actually.
Oh, boom!
26%.
Oh,
I'm going to be honest. I was surprised to see this
How
myself.
many people voted on this?
And I almost took this one out at 199. This is our lowest votes poll.
wait, did you change it to negative 10,000?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, now
so yeah. I was surprised to see this myself. I really was. Zeke and Hurts, I don't know. I think it's because Carson Wentz, really. I think Hurts might not even be the starter next year. People are down on Zeke, and these draft picks can just add up to more than them, maybe, right?
Yeah, JF says people hating on Zeke. Yeah.
Yeah.
His value's at an all-time low. So this might be a time to go try to trade for some Zeke shares if you still believe.
Actually, it might be.
Yeah.
If you still believe. I think
Which
he's
I
gonna
do.
have
I was about to say, just to be clear, I do still believe in Zeke. I will be trying to get some Zeke shares this offseason in the dynasty leagues I'm in. Or there might be a startup draft coming soon that I I think you can get some good value on Zeke in dynasty startup leagues. His value is going to be a little bit suppressed compared to some of the new hotness.
No doubt. As we see with this question, right?
Yep. The score
All right.
now is JL2 to Simon 10,002.
I like how you added the comma.
Well, yeah, so that it looks right. Dude, I learned not too long ago that different countries do the commas in different places than we do.
Yeah.
Like some of them just do them in different places. I think I was on like a Indian website of sorts, and the commas were in weird of sorts. That sounds like I was looking at porn. I was not looking at porn.
I'm in.
I was on like a cricket website,
Your
and
mom
they were.
watching?
What'd you say?
Is your mom watching
This or
this
Cricket.
right now?
Maybe. Mom, are you there? No, I was looking up trying to understand cricket, and I found a website that was based in India, and the numbers were all shades of weird. I didn't look up how they do it, but the commas aren't universally placed in the same place. And some places use periods. Sorry if everyone knew that, but I did not.
Everyone knew that.
Well, guess I'm late to the party.
Well, Swamp thought that personally, he thought Hurts would have carried this a bit more. And I agree. When I first saw this, I was like, yeah, Hurts is going to carry this. But then I thought about it a little bit more. And I mean, the Eagles seem to be really content sticking with Carson Wentz, and they want their future kind of to be built around him. I can't blame them with all the money they have invested.
Last I heard, they're waiting to see. Was that not something new come out?
Waiting to see what?
Waiting to see who they're going to bring in, what they're going to want to do with Wentz. Like, I haven't gotten the feeling that it's necessarily certain they're going to build around him, but just that it's a possibility.
I don't think it's like they made an announcement. It just seems that the moves that they made so far and the people that I think there's been some stuff came out with the people they've talked with that does seem to point towards that direction.
Gotcha.
So it's nothing sense. No. Yeah.
Let's get
I don't think they made an announcement about that. But it's tied 2-2, boys. Are you ready for the third question?
Yep.
This one's a bit of a different one. So Simon's up, right? Yep. All right. So here's how it was phrased. What do you do with David Montgomery in Dynasty? There were three options. Do you sell, buy, or hold? What percentage of people chose sell here?
Oh, wow. This sucks. This sucks.
What the hell, Josh? This is stupid.
Hey, 609 total votes.
It's, you know what? It's a
I'm
better
gonna
question
let
than all of
Swamp
Simon's questions.
speak for me. Swamp says, WTF, IDK, this question sucks.
It's a good one.
Jeff
what percentage of people chose
categories of games?
I like it. It's switching it up.
So let's
I'm very glad you gave it to Simon.
Hey, that's what the coin flip determined, boys.
let's start with 33%, because that's what it would break down to, 33.33 if it was all even. He had a good year, but he is a running back that has another year on his tread or on his tires and isn't like a superstar that people are hyped about. So that could even lower his value. And like we talked about yesterday, Josh, there's some uncertainty surrounding what's going to happen in that backfield next year. Tariq Cohen's coming back. Maybe they add another piece. But the offense could get substantially better with a new quarterback.
Quit stalling. What are you going to choose?
I think maybe slightly more people are buying and holding than are selling. But maybe I'm also completely wrong. I'll say 29%. No, I'll say 26%. Nope, I'll say 28% say sell.
Well, Simon is saying 28% of people here said sell. What do you think, JL? Is it
Higher.
over or under 28%?
Higher.
You're saying higher. You're saying more people say sell. Yeah. I love Swamp understands us so much. You know, this is such a Josh question. I feel like you just use the word Josh instead of dumb when you're using things now. It's dumb with Josh, and yeah, we get it.
What happened, McNugget?
In the fifth grade, one of our friends, we started using his name as an insult to other people in the class. Like we would tell people they were so Tony. And then one day, after like months of doing this, he came in and told us that it really hurt his feelings, and we felt very bad because he was like one of our friends. But he like broke down and was like, "Can you stop using my name as an insult?" And it's one of those things that sometimes I feel guilt about to this day.
Bullying.
What percentage did you end on? Was it 26 or 28?
28.
And then JL saying higher.
Yep.
All right. So, what do you guys do with David Montgomery in Dynasty, right? Dave. There were 3 options. There was
Big D.
What percentage of people chose to sell David Montgomery? Well, 51% of people. 51% of people chose sell. 16% said buy. 33% hold. And I can't help but agree with this, honestly. If I had David Montgomery, I'd probably actively be trying to sell him because I think he's kind of at a peak value for himself.
I don't know who's buying.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Someone will be after that season.
If you don't know who's buying, then why would you think a lot of people would say buy? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. That's a really good point. You thought of the question very weirdly.
I said buy or hold.
Yeah, that's true. I could see. Well, hold was 33%. I could see hold and sell be closer. Yeah, that's probably more accurate in my mind. I'm not selling him for anything, right?
I was just thinking, like, I don't think the people. I see how my logic is broken down here. I thought I was going to be able to explain it, and now that I'm thinking it out loud, it's not working. But what I'm thinking is that his value is not as high as the people who have him think it is. So they may try to sell unsuccessfully. Like I think the general consensus after the season he just had, the people selling are going to want more than the general market is willing to trade for David Montgomery.
I agree completely. But if you do find a person that's willing to pay that premium, you sell, right? I would personally.
Yeah. Dylan says, just got home. What did I miss? You missed some stupid polls. We're playing poll perception.
Jeff. His new name is Jeff.
Sorry, the Jeff.
Jeff. We're trying to guess people's polls on Twitter. These guys don't like it.
We are now Front Yard Jeff instead of Front Yard Fantasy.
Dolphin impersonation that will most definitely be clipped and put on our Twitter. Probably.
I'll clip it. I'll clip it later today.
Awesome. That's so cool. Please do. I also want my face right after it because I don't know what I look like, but it has to be something like.
Like what? Josh, I just want you to know one of my favorite qualities in a person is if like they make a funny noise or make a funny face and you said what? And they'll just immediately do it again. Like I find people that are willing to do that are people that I'm more likely to be friends with.
Well, screw you. Anyway, now
what?
Screw you.
Okay, so far I have gotten 0 points from the 2 questions that I've answered, but I got 2 points from correctly guessing the over/under. JL has also gotten 0 points, but he's on to his second question now, round 4.
But he's gotten the over and unders correct so far.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to mention that part. All right, JL, are you ready for your next question?
Oh, I'm ready. Lay it on me, Josh.
All right, this is a little bit of a different one too. In a 16-team PPR league, usually they aren't phrased like this. Someone asked straight up, should I trade Christian McCaffrey for Aaron Jones, Kamara, and a 2021 1.10? My only other running back's Josh Jacobs. What percentage of people chose the Christian McCaffrey side?
My only other running back is Josh Jacobs. They have a dynasty team with 2 running backs. I guess it's a 16 team.
Probably only like relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they have stash ones, but
16 team. Yeah, definitely very deep.
Should I trade CMC for Aaron Jones / Kamara / 21? Is this it's or and
all of those things?
Christian McCaffrey for those 3 assets.
You answered or and then said something else. I think Jay was asking, is it Aaron Jones or Kamara or the 2021 110?
All of them together.
This is 2 sides of a trade, JL, okay. CMC or the package. What percentage of people chose CMC?
4%.
You're making
4%.
4%?
4%.
4%. JL is saying 4%. Simon, do you think it's over or under 4%?
I'm gonna do my JL impersonation for this one.
What?
This is what he was doing. He was just sitting there with a face like over percent over. I'm going to go over. Yeah, I think more people will take the Aaron Jones Kamara 2021 110 side, but more than 4% of people will be swayed by the superstar that is CMC.
Okay. Well, should I trade CMC in a 16-team Dynasty PPR league for Aaron Jones Kamara and the 1.10? Well, the percentage of people that chose Christian McCaffrey.
Wait. Oh, no, sorry. I thought I said it wrong. Yeah, no, over is correct. That's what I meant. We're good.
Right. The actual percentage for Christian McCaffrey is 8%. Good job, JL. You are within 5. Simon also gets points. He's within 2. I believe being within 5 is 5 points.
5 points. Yep.
Wow. I thought I went too low. I was a little scared. I mean, I did go too low, but I thought I went way too low.
It was a great guess, obviously.
My
5 points.
My first thought was 7%, but then I moved down. I should have went with my original thought.
It's okay. 4 was pretty good too.
I thought that was a joke or something. I thought I was missing something.
No. I mean, it's an interesting one. I mean, obviously, I would take Aaron Jones, Kamara, and the draft pick here.
Oh, that is a no-brainer. They should take that trade.
Absolutely. Now, guys, we're heading into the last question, and thankfully, we have. Well, go ahead.
I think this trade is more interesting than you guys are giving it credit for.
I don't.
Aaron Jones, we have no idea where he's going to be next year. He may not be with the Packers. We don't know if his value is going to stand up.
He will be.
Kamara is losing Drew Brees, and the games without Drew Brees this year were not pretty. If Taysom Hill is the quarterback next year, which I don't think he will be, but there's a chance Kamara's value is suddenly like off the deep end.
It's a very, very, very small chance in my opinion.
I'm just saying that I would choose the Aaron Jones Kamara 2021 110 side, but I think it's a little bit more interesting than you guys are giving it credit for.
One on a rookie in this rookie draft class, +2 RB, running backs who are in the RB 1 through 5. Are you kidding me?
Well, you're not going to get the wide receiver one.
I'm saying a wide receiver one.
Maybe
a rookie one. A really good rookie wide receiver.
Yeah, the rookie wide receiver class is very deep this year. 110 will give you a great player, most likely.
The biggest part of this for me is, and we talked about this in previous shows, is, in a smaller league, when it's a 10-team, 8-team, 6-team league, those, outstanding players, the elite players, the Christian McCaffreys of the world, they are elite. They're even more elite in those kinds of leagues because you're so easy to find the depth. You need to get those elite players. In a 16-team league, it's a little reverse almost. Like, don't get me wrong, you still want elite players, but you need more depth because there's so much less out there.
That makes sense. So, and I agree with that. That's a good point. But I just think there's a little bit more uncertainty. I'm more confident that CMC is going to be a superstar for the next 3 years than I am with either Jones or Kamara.
Me too.
It could be 2 RB2s.
Yeah, it could be. I don't
think it's likely though. Like I think the talent there, I think
it's fairly likely it's at least 1 RB2 between Aaron Jones and Kamara next year.
Both have shown us that there's talent there. So you're saying that the uncertainty around the situation is going to, more likely lead to a situation where they're RB2. I don't think that's the case. I think a situation, even if it is temporary, will not last long in a dynasty league.
Let me ask you guys this real fast. Christian McCaffrey for Aaron Jones and Kamara take out the draft pick. You think it's a little more even then?
It's definitely a little more even, but I'm still
I have a tougher time with this one when you take out the draft pick, but yeah.
I agree. That's a good point.
I'm still going Aaron Jones and Kamara though, I think. Personally. And it's close. What do you think, Simon? Do you still go Aaron Jones and Kamara if you take out the draft pick?
I think so. I do think so. But I'm just again, my point was not that I would choose the CMC side, but I think it warranted a little bit more discussion than just saying oh, that's obvious. I could see why people would take the CMC.
Yeah, me too. I really could. Good job, guys. I'm glad that this is still within 5 points because now it makes it a realistic possibility for a tie. If Simon gets that one closer than JL, they will tie, and we'll go to overtime. I guess I'll find another poll somewhere. Only came prepared with 5 today.
We need to start an emergency poll for ties.
Yeah, you're right.
I haven't done that either.
Dylan says he's probably taking the deal and flipping for more.
Exactly.
Yep. I'm assuming he means the package side.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Trade Aaron Jones for what you can get for him, and Kamara too. I mean, man, you could get a ton in a 16-team league.
For real. Swamp says, poor Josh Jacobs, forgotten. Yeah, I think he'll bounce back this year. I think his value will definitely rebound. He had a
great year. His value is down, though.
Yeah.
He had a very good year. That DUI really sunk his value for dynasty purposes. But it wasn't a DUI.
Yeah.
So
alleged DUI.
Claudio says he thinks if Jones stays in Green Bay, he is an RB2. His numbers were skewed by when Devontae was out. I don't know. If he stays in Green Bay, I'm a little bit more confident that he's an RB1. The only uncertainty is there's now A.J. Dillon and Jamal Williams in that backfield instead of just Jamal Williams. But he's also shown that he doesn't need like a huge, massive workload to be super productive. That's not the kind of player he is. He doesn't require a workload like Derrick Henry to be a top tier fantasy asset.
Both Kamara and Jones have elite talent. It's just the situations might not be as pretty going into next year. So that is, opportunity is just important as talent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty consistent throughout the year. I mean, he had a few like 7 or 9 point games, 4 throughout the year, but apart from that, it's pretty consistent. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, are you guys ready for the last question? Do you have your paper ready? That's the question.
Got my paper.
All right. That's what I like to see, boys and girls. All right, guys. I'm going to just get right into it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I was born ready.
In a 12-team PPR dynasty league, who would you rather have? Side A is DeAndre Swift. Side B is J.K. Dobbins. What percentage of people chose DeAndre Swift? Side A here. Whew, man, we got 2 rookies going into next year. Look like they're in great situations, but which one does the public prefer?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Josh. This poll, we've had this exact same poll, but it was at a very different time. It was right after the NFL draft. I don't know if you remember this exact poll, and I went hard on the DeAndre Swift side, and I was alone, and I was wrong.
I remember this. I got it right.
You got it right. Everyone wanted the J.K. Dobbins side, but I was still blinded by my Swift love. So I'm a little bit nervous here. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen.
This had 672 votes.
That's a sampling size.
It is a sampling size.
Okay. Let me think.
What percentage of people prefer DeAndre Swift over J.K. Dobbins in a 12-team PPR dynasty league?
No, I changed my mind. Oh, God. My pencil doesn't. Okay, let's see. We're going to go. Okay, I'm ready.
Are we doing a show first one, or you guys can probably just show at the same time, right? It really doesn't matter. Now I'm thinking
we can both reveal.
I do
My
like
answer.
58.
Oh God!
What was that 52?
The turntables.
What was that 52 on the other side?
That was from a different. That was probably from a Mike Evans question. Probably. I don't know. It was from a. It was from another play. Another play.
Much more definitive.
You think 33% of people choose DeAndre Swift in this poll, and JL, you believe, what was it again? I'm sorry,
58.
58. All right. Are you guys ready for the actual percentage? In a 12-team PPR dynasty league, the percentage of people that chose DeAndre Swift over J.K. Dobbins was 62%.
Hey, yeah.
You were closer here, JL.
You
got into your head too much. You got into your head too much.
Oh, God. That has got to hurt. That one.
Man.
Simon, tell us in detail how much it hurts.
Tell us in detail. Oh, God.
Oh, he's so mad. This is his mad
Yo,
face.
Dylan said 63%.
Damn.
Good job,
That was
Dylan.
1% off? It was 62?
That was 1% off. Yes, it was 62.
Wow.
That is a great
Okay, this is baloney. I'm just going to tell you why this is baloney. Okay, This is straight baloney because before the season, everyone was like, J.K. Dobbins, fuck DeAndre Swift. He's not even talent. Like everyone was like off the DeAndre Swift hype train. Whenever like he was a lot of people's RB1 coming into this draft. Honestly, I viewed him higher than Jonathan Taylor coming into the NFL draft. And then after the draft, they just freaking left him for dead because he went to the Lions. And all of a sudden, him and Dobbins have shown flashes of brilliance. Dobbins is on a better team, like a Ravens team that wants to run the ball. I thought for sure that the Dobbins hype would have gotten more, not less. Like what's going on, people? Why'd you change your tune like that?
Second half of the season, man. People change recency bias.
I think I can address.
I'm still taking Swift. Like honestly, like I am still taking Swift. If it's Swift Dobbins straight up, give me Swift. But I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised that the general community is feeling the same way I am.
Listen, let's get into the heads of the people real fast. Going into the year, right? The Lions, they kind of look like a dumpster fire of a team a little bit. You don't really know the level of carries either of these guys are getting, right? So, a lot of people were focused on that 2021 for J.K. Dobbins. They were like, but in 2021, once Mark Ingram gets out of there, look how freaking good this running game is. Now there's a lot of questions revolving around the Ravens just in general, right? That 2021, yeah, J.K. Dobbins looks like the lead horse, but then there's still this guy, Gus Edwards, and like people are like, maybe he isn't the guy who gets all the carries. I think everyone thinks that Swift's getting all the carries in a better situation for the Lions next year.
It's fair.
Chris.
That feels
does that make you feel better at all, Simon?
No, my feelings are irreparably hurt.
Irreparably. Omnipotent.
They're omnipotently hurt. God, whatever. Congrats, Jail. I guess you're the freaking winner. I'll update the stupid score.
Give us a horse sound now.
1 second. I'm updating the score for your victory. I already did a dolphin noise.
It's not horse. You don't have to do the horse noise.
Oh, yeah. What? This is not a horse. I'm not doing a horse noise.
Damn it, Jeff.
I was going to let him do it if he didn't like complain about it. I was just going to be like, all right, let's see if he does it.
Damn it, Jeff. You ruined everything.
This is not horse. We only make horse noises during horse.
I was really, really excited that you were just going to do it.
I almost did. Josh, if you hadn't said that, I was going to do it. We got to say that the horse noise is sacred for the loser of Fantasy Horse.
Damn you, Jeff.
I was about to say maybe we should do a dolphin for this game, but I don't want to do any more animal noises when I lose.
I'm going to open myself up to that ridicule.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, man, Simon. 2
days in a row.
Simon. Oh, yeah, Jail won 2 days in a row.
Jail won yesterday against you, won today against me. Maybe he'll host
against someone.
We can't let his ego get this big. I mean, someone's got to knock it down.
Oh, Sean says, a life without horses. I say, nay, I'm not doing it. Sean was trying to trick me into doing another horse noise. I see you, Sean.
I think he was.
That was a pretty good effort.
Someone make a dolphin pun, quick.
What would be a dolphin pun?
I
can't think of a. I can't think.
I don't think the dolphin sound can be substituted for anything other than a dolphin sound.
I almost did it again, just instinctively. Like my mouth was open to make the.
Dylan said I also had a really great draft on Monday, just on a roll. That's true.
Man, too much Jail love. Jail, you're hosting tomorrow, so that you can't get any more love.
That's fair. It's the only way you can stop this train.
Stop. What's up, Tyler?
What up, Tyler?
Shout out at TFF. Carp.
I give him a follow if you don't. He puts out awesome content.
Amazing
on Twitter.
content.
He puts a lot of effort into the information he puts out there.
Definitely worth a follow. Rankings, really good stuff.
Swamp says Jail host, yet somehow will find a way to win still.
Yeah,
it's called cheating and/or collusion.
I'm doing the math here, and I think I won.
Somehow today.
Jail's going to be like, Simon, your question in Fantasy Horse is make a horse noise or you lose. Just a horse noise off. You have Josh and I both make a horse noise. The loser gets a letter.
I'm just turning it into.
It's gonna be 5 rounds where Josh and I have to take turns doing animal noises, and whoever makes
whatever one he likes more, he picks. But he still ends up winning.
Well, Jail, congrats on the win. Good job.
Thank you.
I'm thinking tomorrow we've got 2 things that we need to do. One, I need to pay out my water bet as long as it's not raining, or I can pay it out if it's
You're
raining.
paying it out tomorrow, right? Simon?
Okay.
Either way, you're paying it out tomorrow.
2?
If it's raining, you're getting double. You're gonna have to pour a bucket on your head while Leanne hoses you in the rain.
2, we need to make our picks for the games this weekend and maybe throw another water bet on the board for some of those.
I'm about that.
Perfect. Okay.
Wait.
All right, Josh. At the movies, what's your go-to snacks to get?
Yes,
Are you a
Josh.
blue icy guy?
100%. I'm not a blue icy guy. I love my ices. I guess you might think that because of a smoothie. The icy's a little bit too much sugar, and I need something to munch on, man. So I'm all about the popcorn. And then if I'm going to go with a candy, I really like my Reese's Pieces. I love my Reese's Pieces.
What did you just say?
Reese's Pieces.
Popcorn, Reese's
Time
Pieces.
out. Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's
It's
Yeah.
Reese's.
Pieces.
It's Reese's Pieces.
Pieces. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I heard
Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So let's
Reese's
separate the 2
Pieces.
words. What's the second word?
Pieces.
Pieces. And then the one that would rhyme with that would be Reese's.
Yeah, Reese's Pieces.
Okay, that was better. That was better. The first time I heard
Reese's Pieces.
the
Reese's
first
Pieces.
time I heard Reese's
Reese's
Pieces.
Pieces.
That's what I have been saying the whole time. And I'll continue to say it the rest
Keep
of my
saying
life.
it. Keep doing you. It's like Tim always says Fanta, like he's a fancy boy. Some people just say things different. And
Oh.
don't get if you get Tim started on that on the stream. Anybody watching, if you bring it up the next time Tim's on the stream, he'll go on a tirade. He's like, it's not Wanta Fanta, it's Wanna Fanta. And he'll give you
Don't
that
you want
whole-
Fanta?
Anytime I say Fanta, he goes, don't you
But-
Wanta Fanta?
I feel like they were fitting that into the song. They were trying to make the song sound good. So that
I agree.
think that was, yeah.
Reese's
Reese's
Pieces.
Pieces. I kept saying it, going, something's not right there. I was like, Reese's Pieces.
Reese's
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah,
Pieces.
yeah, it's all good.
Okay. We can discuss how we say candy names
Reese's Pieces.
on tomorrow's show. Josh, I hope you get some Reese's Pieces today. Brighten up your Wednesday afternoon. I could Sean says LOL, he does have a point there with the Fanta thing. Sorry, with the Fanta thing. You can only say Fanta if you're very fancy.
Hold on.
And you can't determine that you're fancy. Someone else has to go to you, hey, you're pretty fancy. And then you can say Fanta. But I'm not sure anyone fancy ever says Fanta. Like, do fancy people like
They don't
hop
drink
into,
that shit.
do they hop into like a Quick Trip or a Circle K and grab a Fanta? No. Maybe the blue raspberry kind. Okay. Oh, you have an orange Fanta.
Mhm.
Okay. What's your favorite Fanta? Quick, rapid fire, and then we're gonna jump off.
Orange or grape.
Pineapple. Pineapple Fanta is the
Orange or
best.
grape would be mine as well. But orange.
Boring.
Yeah, that's probably orange.
It goes pineapple, then
Wait,
orange.
did Fanta make cream soda?
I don't think so.
I used to be a big cream soda guy. I don't like it. I don't really drink much soda anymore.
Oh, I love
It
soda.
checks out.
Swamp says y'all sleeping on pineapple.
All
I
right.
agree. It's so good.
It
It's
sounds weird,
truly
though.
incredible.
Y'all sleeping on Reese's Pieces.
No, I sleep on my pillow.
My
While I
Reese's
eat Reese's Pieces. Swamp says, but he usually mixes it with drinks, like
That's probably
Penny.
delicious.
like
Henny.
Hey.
milk.
Carbonation and alcohol, it gets you drunker. So watch out. Always
Um,
have a DD.
Pineapple and milk. That sounds awful. Pineapple soda with milk.
Uh,
It reminds me of a drink I had one time at a bar in Clemson. Tim and I went to a bar after class one day. It was his senior year. It was my third junior year. And we just after class, it was near the end of the semester. It was like 2:00, but we decided to go and we just told the bartender to make us a picture of whatever he wanted. And he made us something called a Colorado MFer. But he said the whole thing. And it basically tasted like chocolate milk with Diet Coke dumped into it, or Coke. It was like Kahlua, Bailey's, Coke, rum, and something else. But it was the weirdest mix, but it worked for some reason. So maybe my whole point of saying this is Somebody should try pineapple Fanta with milk and let us know how it is.
That's a whole roundabout way saying
I'm
sign it.
lactose intolerant, so I can't be the one to volunteer.
All
But
right, yeah, that's never stopped you before.
with milk, I don't drink milk. That like if you think cheese messes me up, you should see what a glass of milk does. I'm not okay. I would miss the stream for 4 days. Swamp says, I got you, Simon. I'll try it. It might be good. Fruit milk isn't that
PC with Mitchell Trubisky.
Only good fruit milk is strawberry, and that's not
Milk-
even that good.
milk Trubisky. Milk Trubisky. Okay, we've gone off on a bit of a tangent here. Josh, thank you for I digress. Again, I'm back in a constant state of digress. I feel like that's my favorite thing to say.
Digression.
Digression. Which fantasy players will digress next year? Probably quite a few.
Positive digression.
Positive. We positively digressed today.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have anything else to say before we jump off? Josh, I know you got at least one thing to say.
Trading makes fantasy fun and Reese's Pieces.
Trading makes fantasy fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a good one. Adios.